Hi there, I'm Vicki McCarthy from Aussie Stampers. Thank you very much for joining me again today. Today I have a super sturdy extra large box made with the gift box punch board, which is new to Stampin' Up. And I've also made the medium sized box as well. The gift box punch board will release on the 28th of August this year, so you'll be able to purchase it then. This is what the punch board looks like. It has an extender arm which you can pull out for the larger size boxes like these. This is the largest box that it will make at 4 inches cubed or 10.2 centimeters cubed. And you can see there is a table here which gives you inches on one side and centimeters on the other to show you where to score your box. So this box scores on the XL lines at both the start line and the diagonal line, and I'll show you what the start line and the diagonal line means. So you're going to line it up here with the XL line, punch down, you're going to score down. You can see there is a line underneath that you're going to score down to. And then I change hands and score across on the horizontal, all the way across. And then you're going to find the XL mark at the top of the punch board, which is up here, which is a diagonal line which will come and intersect and stop at that horizontal line. Then you're going to turn your paper 90 degrees and repeat. So again, you've lined up at the XL line, score down, change hands, score across, and then line up at the top XL line and score on the diagonal. And that's the basis for all of your scoring. So repeat that process. Punch first, score down, you've lined it up at the XL mark, score across, and then at the top XL mark you're going to score down on the diagonal, and then rotate your paper 90 degrees and repeat. So punch first, score down, score across, line up at the top XL mark and score on the diagonal. And that's the basis for your scoring. You'll see there is a notch, one notch on each side of the paper. When you have 4 notches, one on each side, turn your paper over, line up at the XL mark again, and you'll see those 2 lines there line up anyway. You don't need to do any more scoring. This is now just punching where those lines intersect and line up. So lining them up at the XL mark so that you end up with 2 notches on each side of your designer paper. Now there is a little tool on the back of the punch which provides a notch if you put each of the 4 corners into the box. We're not going to be using that because this will be an open box. Fold along your score lines. And then when you've done that, you can start folding up your box. Now if you were folding this normally, you would fold a valley fold into the back of the box like this. This is how the box normally goes together. But because I'm making an extra sturdy version, we're going to make a mountain fold instead and fold it on the outside of the box. On both sides, do the same, just folding a mountain fold there. And you'll see when you put these together, it makes kind of an envelope shape. So you're going to do the same on the other side. So you're folding a mountain fold, bringing it in, another mountain fold, and you are going to make an envelope shape. So to adhere this together, I'm going to be just using some glue dots. And you're just going to pop a glue dot, one into each corner. And then just fold those over. I don't know if you can hear my cat meowing in the background there. It's getting rather cold outside. He wants me to let him in. It's quite a windy day today in Sydney. So now go to the other side and 3 more glue dots on the other side. and then fold that over as well. And then you're going to fold that end down to tuck them in and just adhere that with a glue dot. And then the same on the other side. Turn it over and do the same again, just adhering glue dots in each of those corners. Then once you've placed the glue dots on there, you can adhere this just like you did the other side, and then fold over that upper flap, pop a glue dot on the end of it, and that will secure that whole side in place. Whoops, it just popped up. I'll just make sure I've adhered that properly. Then you're going to fold those two top flaps inwards, and this is what your box will look like. So in order for them to stay adhered, I just put a little glue dot on the end of each. And now, to make the box extra sturdy, I'm going to bring in the star of the show, which is this gorgeous Bermuda Bay grosgrain ribbon. If I had to pick one thing in the catalogue that was my absolute favourite item, I would have to say it's the Bermuda Bay striped ribbon. I just love it. It's so cheerful. It's really easy to work with. I adore this colour. You can see how pretty it looks with the Bermuda Bay Brights paper stack paper that I'm using for the box. Now just trim it off with your ribbon scissors on an angle, and how I like to trim my ribbon is so that it's a mirror image of the other side. This is my personal preference for trimming all my ribbons. You'll see what I mean here. I'm cutting it in the opposite direction, and I think that is just such a pretty look. And now that box is really sturdy, now that it has the ribbon wrapped around the outside. For a box that's made with a 12-inch by 12-inch sheet of designer series paper, this is a really sturdy box. Now I'm going to do some decoration. I'm using Tag Talk stamp set and some Bermuda Bay ink on some Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to stamp this image twice. I'll re-ink it between stamping it, and this is the image that says Happy Birthday to You. I'm going to cut that out, both those images, with the label bracket punch. And then I'm going to take my paper snips and trim one of the images just to the word that says birthday. And it's a little bit of fussy cutting here. You're just going to cut around the lines and then round the corners. It's quite easy to do if you follow the line image on the stamp. And what this is going to do is just provide a little bit of dimension on that piece that we're going to pop onto the front of the box. Use a couple of dimensionals. Center that over the other tag. And two more dimensionals to adhere it to the front flap of the box. So there's one very sturdy extra large box using the gift box punch board. Here's the smaller box that I made. This is actually called a medium box. It's 2.5 inches cubed or 6.4 centimeters cubed. And it's made using Melon Mambo cardstock and Melon Mambo ribbon. And the paper or the cardstock I cut to the size of 8 inches by 8 inches, which is 20.3 centimeters. Now, these are the scoring lines I used to make this box, the M and the M lines. And you can see this is the box that I chose here. And it gives me the paper size, and it gives me the size of the finished box, and it tells me that I need to score on both the M lines. So with this punch board, it makes up to 15 size boxes. Some are rectangular shaped boxes, some are cubes, like the two boxes that I've made today for you. I'm going to use the same Tag Talk stamp set, this image and the square image. I'm using Melon Mambo ink on Whisper White. You might be able to see on this box the tiny notch at the top that holds it all together. On the medium-sized box, I didn't use any glue dots. There's no adhesive at all. You can adhere it just using the notch which you make by putting the cardstock into the back of the punch on the punch board, and that creates a little notch mechanism which holds the box together. I'm using the 1 inch or 2.5 centimetre punch here to punch this out, the square in the centre, and the label bracket punch again. And just pop that up with a single dimensional on the square piece and 2 dimensionals on the label bracket punch again on the back. And I'm just going to sort out that bow so that it's facing the right way. Figure out which is the front of my box. Yes, there. And there's that box put together as well. There are so many things you can do with this gift box punch board. I really hope you enjoyed today's project. I know you're going to enjoy this new tool from Stampin' Up. Thanks for watching my channel. And please remember to subscribe, like and favourite. There'll be a lot more sneak peeks coming from the new catalogue over the rest of the week and the week to follow. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.